so pretty.
What are
So
you doing up
pretty.
there? You're not supposed to be up there.
I'm bird of the day.
Yeah, Birdie
Aw.
Day's potato. Okay.
Yes, there you
Well,
go.
you see? Look, widescreen, so much bigger screen, got some more real estate to work with. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
good. It's pretty good. Looking nice. Looking nice, looking good. Oh, look at the borders even got the little, got some little peacock feathers on it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's pretty
That's
slick.
real pretty.
Pretty slick.
Mm-hmm.
So what bird am I going to do today to, christen in this new Bird of the Day presentation? Well, since we're playing Sea of Thieves today, I decided to go with a bird that is, natural to the Caribbean. And what bird could that be?
I don't know.
A bird that's a pirate's best friend. We got a parrot. Today's parrot is the Imperial Amazon. Oh, look at that.
Yay.
That's a pretty bird.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very pretty bird. Yeah. I love like their head feathers and their chest feathers. It's like that color where it's almost like purplish hue, like a little bit of lavender hues, but it's got the contrast with the darker inner parts of the feathers. All very pretty. And then
Very
got that
pretty,
brilliant bright green on their backs with a little bit of that cool redness on their wings and stuff. Oh, I mean, beautiful parrot. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful parrot. So, the Imperial Amazon is known by a couple different names. There's the Dominican Amazon is another name for them, or as they're called locally, the Cicero. I like Cicero. I think Cicero is a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cicero is solid. It's a solid name.
Yeah.
It feels like you're from Chicago. I'm from Cicero. Yeah.
Anyway, these birds usually average about 19 inches from beak to tip of tail, and their weight is going to be anywhere from 23 to 32 ounces. Females are usually going to be in like the 23 to 27 ounce range, and males usually in like 26 to 32 ounce range. So males are bigger in this species, but in terms of the plumage, pretty much the same. So the best way to tell the difference between the males and the females of this species is size and kind of behavior. Males are a little bit more territorial than the females are, but not too bad. They're not a super aggressive bird. They're actually a very shy bird. And now these birds only found on one island in the entire world, and that is the Caribbean island of Dominica. And I'm not talking like, Hispaniola, where the Dominican Republic is. No, there's another little smaller island to the southeast of the Dominican Republic called Dominica. And it is its own national nation, a national nation. And that's where they live. And you see those little green spots on there on that island. Those are where the thickest, heaviest parts of the jungle areas of that is. And that's where you're going to find these fellas. Now, as a parrot, good long lifespan. Nice, good long lifespan. They have a natural lifespan of 50 to 60 years. So pretty good, I mean, it's a parrot. Parrots live a long time. Hi, Kenneth. Welcome.
Hi.
And so, yeah, the order and family, Pistachiformes basically means parrots. Pistachidae family is basically your true parrots, where you're going to find like your Amazon green parrots, your African grays, kind of when you think like typical parrot, that's what you think, rather than being small like a cockatiel or big and giant with bigger crests like a macaw. They're your true parrots.
So, do you think that's how they got the name pistachio from Pistachiforms?
I don't know. It's I don't really know the etymology of the terms. You never know what those early ornithologists in the late 1800s were thinking. Those guys were on a lot of cocaine.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's just you just don't know. Again, another beautiful picture there on the right. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous bird. Now, as I was saying, these very shy birds. They don't get along with humans as well as most parrots do. If they see one coming, usually they're just gonna run away. They hear the sounds of they're very very scared against predators. So they're not gonna be curious and getting all up in your face like I mean, how many videos have we seen of cockatoos in Australia just getting all up in people's faces and destroying things? Nah, That's not the behavior of the Imperial Amazon. And these guys, they're kind of social. They, they live in small groups, almost never seen alone.
Hmm.
When they are seen, it's usually either in a pair or in a group of, usually like 4 to 8 is the most common groupings that they see them in. But oftentimes their flocks are mixed with the red-necked Amazon, which is another bird that is native to that.
Hmm.
Yeah. And as you can see there on the bottom left, the nation of Dominica, that's their flag. And who's right in the middle of their flag? Well, it's one of the Imperial Amazons. They are the national bird of the nation of Dominica, and they like them so much that they're like, hey, this is our bird. We only have this bird. We're going to put him right on our flag. Yeah, I think it looks nice. Sitting there
Yeah.
all cool in the middle of the flag there. I like it. I like it. Now, one thing that makes these, I mean, it's not too uncommon for parrots, I suppose, but these guys are completely herbivorous. They don't
Hmm.
like eating the bugs or the little small lizards or anything like that. They like fruits and nuts. Basically, the biggest, fleshiest parts of any plant. That's what they're gonna go for. Eat it,
Hmm.
numb it up. So ain't nobody gotta be afraid of these guys, cause they're afraid of you, and they ain't gonna eat you unless you're a plant.
I mean,
Now,
I'm a potato right now, so I guess I'm kind of
yeah,
in trouble.
Oh, yeah, you might be.
Yeah.
I might go after a potato.
Yeah, I'm especially high at some point. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably a little bit more starchy than they normally like, but yeah, I
Mm.
bet they eat a potato. Yeah,
I mean,
just be
any
careful.
potato in the storm, I guess, is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now these birds are very very monogamous. Once they choose a mate, which is usually between 2 to 4 years of age, they will stick with that mate until one of them dies. They will mate for life. But what it makes them a little bit more unusual in the mating. So most birds that mate for life, they will stick with their partner until the partner dies, and if the partner dies, they will often find a new mate. The Imperial Amazon doesn't do that. Usually, if their mate dies, then they just go on and they'll stick. They'll stick with other birds in their flock, and they will aid in the raising of their families and help them out. But they won't find a new mate. And sometimes they've recorded that if a mate dies, the other one will literally be so stricken with grief it'll stop eating and just die.
Wow.
Like, just they fall into a deep depression without their mate, which is, I
Mm.
mean, that's really really sad. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's also kind of admirable, showing that they do have that kind of dedication to their mates.
Hmm.
So very very nice, sweet birds. Now, where these birds, where they like to nest, is they like to get kind of old trees that have maybe died and have areas inside of them that are nice big hollows of trees. They like to go inside those, and that's where they like to nest. So they like a good hollowed out space that's nice and tight and cozy. Uh, and But the thing is that when they lay their clutch, they usually only have 1 or 2 eggs. It's usually 2 eggs,
Hmm.
but it's actually pretty rare that both of those chicks are going to grow up to fledge. And and then oftentimes, if they have a clutch of eggs one year, they won't do one the next.
Huh.
So they only fledge about one chick every other year. That's not a very good reproductive rate
It
as
is
far as
not.
birds go.
No.
It's pretty
Yeah.
bad. The females do all of the incubating, and while the female is incubating, the male will go grab fruit and bring it to her. Do a little DoorDash for her. But once the babies are born, both parents will, you know, put an effort to raise the chick. But yeah, so not to the sad part about these fellas is that, well, yeah, the reproductive rate is not very good.
Oh, no
Their
kidding.
habitat is getting destroyed.
Of course.
They are not very well protected against hurricanes, which are becoming more common and more dangerous in the area. So, as of 2019, there was estimated only 50 mature individuals left in the wild.
Ay.
That's that's not good. That's a
Yeah.
very very low number. Now there are about 100 of them that are in captivity, but a lot of the facts I said before, they don't like humans and they're very shy and they have kind of a way of life. So though they can survive in captivity, they do not thrive in captivity. They're a parrot that just doesn't do well being in captivity. Now there's a few of them, most of them who are rescues that were injured, Um, but they've so far they've only managed to breed one of these parrots
Oh,
in captivity. So
yeah.
yeah,
This is not looking good.
it's a dire situation, but the country of Dominica has recognized it because they put the bird on their flag. They love this flag.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing everything they can to protect these birds. The two forested areas where they are have been, they are federally protected in the country. So like they're not, unless they, instill, a Republican into office, those areas are
Mm.
going to stay protected. Uh, but it's just they're doing everything they can. But sometimes there's only so much you can do. And yeah, they say the hurricanes. It's just like you know, wildlife suffers from hurricanes. It's like we don't
Uh-huh.
think about that. We're like, oh, the natural animals will be fine, but no, a lot of them die
Not
too.
really. Yeah.
It's especially when they get more frequent and heavy than they normally
Yeah.
are. So
Yeah, it's rough all over.
here's hoping that the Imperial Amazon can you know start increasing their numbers. But yeah,
Ugh,
just with their low reproductive rate, it's not a good situation. So
it
yeah,
is
good luck.
not.
Good luck
No.
to them. Good luck to them. So
Mm-hmm.
well, my thoughts is, I mean, I really like the Imperial Amazon. I love their dedication to their mate and spouse. I think they're one of the most beautiful and unique looking parrots out there. I really, really like them. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, obviously, as a parrot, well, the thing is, there hasn't been a ton of study on their behavior because they are so rare, and they are so shy. But I mean, come on, it's a true parrot. These guys have got to be smart. They
Oh
gotta be
God, yeah.
smart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know. And I know doing this 2 times in a row, they kind of have those dark feathers. They're
Mm-hmm.
intelligent. They're family focused. They got those cool blood red eyes. The
Uh-oh.
Amazon, or the Imperial Amazon, I bestow upon you the title of honorary Corvid.
Dun dun.
Yay! I mean,
Yay.
come on, look at that fella.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they deserve it. They deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
So, yeah, that's really all I got to say about the Imperial Amazon. We love them. We hope that they can recover and stick around for many, many more years. I mean, the nice thing is that they do have a really long lifespan. So even if they only breed, once, one fledgling every other year, well, if they can do that for 40 years or more, they can still have 20 babies per mating pair. So it
Yeah.
can be sustainable. They just gotta survive. So let's hope they
Yeesh.
can
Yeah.
survive. You know, they're good birds. They're real good birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna call this bird of the day done.